Hey everybody, it's Miss Kirsten. Today we are going to do a session where we will start off with a check-in and then we'll have an activity and we'll end with some free play. To preview the activity that we're going to do today is I'm actually going to share a video with you. A friend of mine who's a musician. Her name is Emma Ivy. She recorded just for you guys a cover of a song about feelings. But let's start with a check-in. So I know it might be a little bit weird to do this through the computer, but what I want you guys to do is, first of all, kind of get yourself into a comfortable position, whatever that is. Just getting your body a little bit more comfortable and at ease. And part of why we do that is because then it helps you to notice what's going on in your body. What are the feelings that you're having? Because as we've talked about, a lot of times our emotions can kind of get stuck in different parts in our body. And so it's helpful to just notice how our body's feeling and to kind of quiet the noise in our head a little bit and the activity in our body. And when we do that, when we quiet that, then what can happen is we can start hearing things like our feelings. We can start hearing, and when I say hearing, what I really mean is noticing those feelings. And when we start to pay attention to them and listen to them, it really helps us figure out how to take care of those feelings, how to take care of ourselves. So get yourself into a comfortable position, and then I'll ask the questions that I usually ask for check-ins. For today, why don't we do, how did you feel when you woke up this morning? This is a different time that we're in than back when I would ask that question when you guys were at school. When you were at school, a lot of times people would say, oh, I felt tired, or I felt excited to go to school and see my friends. So there are lots of different things that people would say then. And maybe some of those things you're still feeling now. This morning when you woke up, you might have been feeling kind of tired. You might have been feeling a little bit excited about some of the things that you were going to do today. So just take a minute and think a little bit about how you felt this morning when you first woke up. And as you think about that, also do a little bit of thinking about why? Why did I feel that way when I first woke up in the morning? So if your answer is I felt annoyed, what was it that it was annoying you this morning? So just take a minute and kind of think about that. What was it that seemed to be leading to me feeling the feeling I had this morning? Notice if maybe you had a few different feelings this morning at the same time, or one right after the other. And just take a moment and think about that. And then the next thing that we'll do is, just for a second, think about if there were any feelings that you had this morning that didn't feel great. So if there were some that we would call sort of negative, not bad or good, but just negative, like they didn't feel great. Was there anything that you did that you noticed helped you feel better? So if you were feeling annoyed this morning because your little brother came into the room and made some noise and woke you up, did you, as you were feeling kind of annoyed about that, did you start thinking a little bit about what you're going to have for breakfast? And did that kind of happy thought distract you just enough away from that annoyed feeling? So think a little bit about, if you did have a feeling that felt kind of negative today, what was it that helped you to feel better? As we're transitioning into our activity, it's perfect to be ending with that question of what was it that helped you to feel better, because what we're going to talk about today with our activity is we're going to really start thinking again about those coping tools, those things that we do that help us to feel better when where having one of those feelings, it's either really big or just is in that kind of negative category where it's a feeling that doesn't feel great that we would like to change. So before we left school, with all of you really, we talked a lot about the coping tools that are in your toolbox. And right before school got out, with some of you, I had the opportunity to talk specifically about stress and feelings that we would be having around the virus and around this situation. And that was even before we were out of school and having to stay at home. And the biggest tool that people talked about was music. People said that listening to music, and a few people said playing music for those who that is something that you do and something you feel comfortable with. People said that playing music and listening to music were tools that were really helpful to them. And some people even said, yeah, I listen to different music at different times when I am having different feelings. So sometimes people will listen to music that's really loud and has like some intensity to it when they're having an intense feeling. What was interesting was that then when I was having this discussion with people about music, other people raised their hand and said, oh, no, not me. When I'm feeling upset feelings, I actually really prefer to listen to music that is very, very calming and soothing. In fact, some people really like to match how they're feeling to the music they listen to. So if they're feeling sad, they like to listen to sad music. If they're feeling angry, they like to listen to angry music. It's really about figuring out what music you like to listen to that helps you to feel better when you're feeling upset. And again, if you really like to play an instrument, that's also a fantastic tool to use when you're feeling some big feelings or you're feeling upset. It can really sort of transport you into, as all music can, music we listen to and music we play can really transport us in our imagination, in our minds, and even in our bodies, kind of bring us to a different place. So we're not feeling as stuck in the thoughts and feelings that feel negative. So it's a really powerful tool to use. It's really cool to figure out what music works for you. Next, you are going to be able to watch my friend Emma Ivy's video. And she is a singer-songwriter. She's going to be playing a song that's not an original, but she said it is a song from a British children's show. It's about feelings. She is an amazing musician, and she uses music, both listening and playing, as a really big tool in her own life for dealing with and expressing her emotions. So as you're listening to this song, see if you can notice how she's feeling in this song. What are the feelings she's trying to get across to you as a listener in this song? And then take a second after you're done listening to it, notice how you feel. Did the song make you feel a certain way?
Hey there, my name's Emma and I'm here to play a little tune today, and it's all about feelings. So I hope you enjoy. Feelings, feelings, they're part of me. Feelings, feelings, say I just wanna be me. I feel happy, I feel happy when you smile at me. I feel happy, oh so happy when you smile at me. I feel safe, I feel safe when you hold my hand. I feel safe. wanna be me.
And now what we're going to do is we're going to finish up with some free play. So, because we're talking about music, for free play today, what I'm going to suggest that you do is go and listen to music. So go and find some music, whether it's just on the radio in your house or if you have a device that has some music on it where you can listen to that, do that. If you have earbuds or headphones, it's a great way to listen because you can really pick up on a lot more of what's happening in a song and hear it a little bit more clearly. So go and listen to some music, and I want you to do two things. Similar to what you did with Emma's song, notice what feelings you think the musician or the band is trying to communicate. What feelings are they trying to get across with the music? And again, you can notice that by listening to the lyrics, the words, and also by listening to the sounds in the music itself. And then, secondly, notice how it makes you feel. So after you're done listening to the song, notice if any of the feeling in the song rubbed off on you. Notice if listening to the song helped to kind of let go of and release a little bit of whatever feeling you're having. Give it a try. See what you think. See you soon.